Okay, so here I am at Kita Tachikawa Station, which is the Tachikawa station on the monorail. Apparently I have to take this monorail to get to Dipper Dan's. And that's cool. But right now I gotta figure out where to buy tickets. This looks like our ticket bank over here.
All fare informations will be displayed in English.
I think I just hang on, let me. Okay, it's I figured out how much the fare is. It's just one stop, but it's giving me a different station than it did this morning. I gotta go to Takamatsu station and then walk for 11 minutes, but I'm gonna try and get some B-roll, make Tanner foam at the mouth. That's what a monorail looks like, kids. Try not to film people, especially kids. Waiting for the train. Story of my life. Well, until I started driving my own car. This is making for riveting content, I know. Especially with the wind going and this stupid vending machine flaps. You know who else might like this footage is Adam Yu from Rhode Island, I think. Not Delaware, Rhode Island. He's a real train nut. Even more than Tanner, I think. I'm not really a train person. I prefer cars. But it's like my father-in-law used to say, or my ex-father-in-law used to say, cars are like shoes. They all serve a purpose, but they're nothing special. 80% of this video is going to get cut, I think. Katsuya. I don't know if I should do my review of Yamazaki bread here or if I should do it in the hotel room, but I got a donut, which it said it was a cake donut. It was more like a sponge cake donut. Had almost no flavor. Even the icing was pretty bland. I had a hot dog shaped sandwich, which was koroke yakisoba. The koroke was really damp. You don't want that. Here comes the monorail. And there was a lot of sugar in whatever was in that sandwich. And then the milk tea that I bought, it's nice, but it's not the kind of tea that you would want to put milk with. If you get my meaning, you don't put milk with chamomile tea or certain herbals. Okay, I gotta get on this train. Okay, so we're going to Dipper Dan's. It's like 9:30. They open at 11, so we're gonna have to sit around like a slouch for about an hour. Google Directions is telling me to go into the parking lot and do a lap. Sorry about the off-kilter camera angle there, folks. I forgot I was filming. I'm just a GWC. I'm not a pro. Guy with camera. A dime a dozen in LA, right? Bougainvillea. It's not as vibrant as what I remember in Kyoto at the Nintendo headquarters, or the former headquarters of Nintendo. I think they relocated their corporate head office to Tokyo. After years and years of putting it off. But I'm not a gamer. I don't really know the story. Toho Cinemas, you see that? They're huge. They used to have their own movie studios. I'm not sure they do anymore, but back in the 60s and 70s, they used to make some really good films. Oh look, an Ippudo. I don't know if I caught that on camera, but on that marquee, top left, it says Ippudo, which is that ramen place we went to last night in Hachioji. Whoa! So, when I originally planned this trip, I was gonna use my start point at the Yamazaki Bread Company, which is actually in a business park. It's in the Mitsubishi Logistics Park. So, you know, it sort of has a captive audience. But you can get there from outside. You don't have to work in the building to go in there. Anyway, that route was to take a bus and then get off at Tachikawa Monorail station instead of Takamatsu, which is where I got off, and it's one station short. Like this right here is Tachikawa Station. So I have no idea why it effing told me to get off one station short. Google Maps is now forcing me to get my steps. You know, I'm not averse to exercise, especially low impact exercising like walking. But isn't Google Maps supposed to tell you the best route? Oh look, a Lalaport. I remember Lalaport in Toyosu. A nice little shopping center. Oh, is it in the Lalaport? I think it's in the Lalaport. And yeah, we're gonna have to sit around like a schlub for an hour. That's the real story of my life. Forget waiting for the train. Hey look, a Toyota Hiace. That's for you, Esperanza. Clip that. Mifa Football Park. Huh? It's telling me to go around the bend. Okay. Wait a second here. I don't want to go around the bend, not on this side. Deco Home, Home Decor, Armani Exchange, Urban Research Doors. What a silly name for a door company. Okay, it wants me to go into the mall, I suppose. Queue up behind all these other suckers right here. Okay, so I'm not going to film any more of this. They deserve privacy. So here we are at Dipper Dan. Took me forever to find it. Not forever, but even when I got on the right floor, I had to take a lap. It's sort of off to the side. And if you don't know where you're going, then you're not going to find it. I can't even read the freaking menu. So I'm gonna take some time here. I'm not gonna film it. This is Tachikawa, Tachihi. What a beautiful day.